Fanservice in animes became a pretty heavy debated topic. Fanservice can be two characters fighting that people have always wanted to see fight, or it can be two other things kinda in your way. And in this video, we will be talking about the latter, the fanservice that usually makes people uncomfortable. You know, the fanservice that you don't want your parents to walk in on you watching. I want to give you some backstory, right? So I have indulged pretty heavily into anime ever since the age of like 14. It has slowed down heavily since I've gotten into my early 20s. I mean, I'm probably caught up to like 3 animes now, like Attack on Titan, and really I don't even know what else animes I watch, but that's really about it. But in my early teen years, I've watched hundreds of animes, probably tens of thousands of episodes. I wish I'd made one of those My Anime lists because I've actually forgotten like 90% of the anime I've watched. And I want to say that fanservice has definitely ruined anime for me to some degree. And if that makes me like a fake fan or a normie or whatever, dude, I don't really give a shit, like so be it, right? I can name off specific animes that have gotten completely ruined due to the fan service. I mean, everybody knows Fairy Tail. It's became like such a meme of an anime because of how bad the fan service is. And I gotta say, I actually really enjoy the world building and the story of Fairy Tail. It's just that they can't animate for shit, and they put all the budget of animation into the boobs. I mean, think about it, bro. You watch a slideshow of a fight, a PowerPoint presentation that it's supposed to be an animated fight, right? And then 2 seconds after the fight is over, they have the best jiggle physics you would ever see animated on the booba. Like, you could tell somebody sat there for like a good hour and animated that pristinely. They sat down for an hour for 3 seconds of jiggle physics. And it makes me wonder, what is the point of the anime if the fight scenes are gonna look like a high school presentation, but the jiggle physics looks like the president himself requested it? What is the point of the show? Okay, Fairy Tail is a pretty big meme for its fan service. I guess that's not a fair representation. How about I choose an anime that people actually enjoy nowadays, like Fire Force? I think I might actually get a bit of hate for this because this anime is actually beloved, but what is the point of a firefighter wearing a bikini? Not to mention a 16-year-old firefighter. Okay, she's actually 17, but allow me to describe her off of the way the wiki describes her appearance. Tamaki is a young girl. Her outfit consists of black panties and bra. Tamaki's torso is open, revealing her entire stomach area and cleavage. Her trousers are also exposed at the buttocks. Oh, and I forgot, they do make note of her curvaceous body. You know, I hate to say this, but if I described a 17-year-old girl like this, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be allowed within 100 feet of a high school, which I'm already not, but not for this reason. I'm actually genuinely curious because, like, what is the point, bro? Like, you don't understand the bikini firefighting. Like, what? What is the point, dude? You can't make it make sense. You genuinely can't make it make sense. And if you have to say, like, oh, her ability has to work, she has to be half naked for her ability to work, like, you know, like half of the My Hero Academia cast, like, why does the writer have to write so dog shit that the cast has to be naked in order for their abilities to work? It sounds like cope, doesn't it? Like, the writer of this manga is like, how am I supposed to sexualize a 15-year-old girl without looking like a creep? Oh, that's right, her ability. She has to be naked to perform her ability. It's genius. No, it's not, bro. You're a pedophile. I see through it. And there is sometimes where fan service is kind of appreciated, like when the character is of age. If it doesn't happen every 5 seconds, like there is like a specific scene or episode, like I think Attack on Titan has like one where it showed off like Mikasa's new physique in the new season or something. It's like, it's nothing crazy. It doesn't happen 5 times an episode. It's just one scene. It doesn't even show off that much, and you just move on. I would say this is a scene that like your parents could walk in and you wouldn't feel weird. But then again, when it comes to like an anime like Fire Force, I just had to shut it off because it doesn't even make sense. Like, it's not a beach anime. It's not a surfing anime. It's not a swimming anime. It's a firefighter anime. Why are you in a bikini? So it's came to my attention while editing this video that Fire Force actually does parody fan service on purpose. Like, they do it on purpose as a joke. like, to make fun of other animes that do it. And I guess that does make it a little bit more understandable, but it's still kind of weird. Also, it's hard to say that it's just parody when she's not the only fan service character, and it happens quite a lot. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to start new animes out because I feel like I'm gonna get hooked on the first 2 episodes, and then the third one's gonna have naked children in it. So that's why I don't watch anime anymore. But let's talk about those animes that are actually designed to be like raunchy rom-com animes. You know exactly what I'm talking about, like those softcore hentai animes that come out. There's like 5 of them that come out a season, if not more. And then, you know, all like the 20-year-old e-girl pick-me girls have to go and rush the cosplay of the main female lead cast so they can, like, you know, get all the simps all over them and stuff. And I'm just gonna say it, bro. These animes are either designed for like 14-year-old kids that don't have very good parental supervision, or for like bitchless 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds, who knows, man. And it's not fair to complain about the fan service in an anime like this because the show is literally designed to be fan serviced. What I will be making fun of is the people that watch these shows. So as a teenager watching anime really hasn't hit the mainstream yet. It kinda did, but not exactly. But watching anime, I got teased a little bit for it, and I never understood why, you know? As a teenager, yeah, there was some fan service things that I enjoyed, but I was a kid, and looking back on it, I kind of enjoyed more of the adventure, the writing, the storytelling, the like world building, and then of course the build-ups to the fights and the animations. But then as I watched more and more anime and got older, I started to realize that there is a lot of anime out there that relies strictly on fan service. I'm not even talking about fan service animes. I'm talking about like actual action adventure fighting animes. And then there is the animes that are designed to be fan service, and it's like, who is the target audience for this? Because it's not kids. It can't be kids, you know? So I started to realize this is either for unsupervised young teens or adult men that can't talk to women. Like, if you are in your 20s and you don't know how to talk to women, you cope by watching Dress Up Darling. And in a way, it does kind of ruin anime for me because the target audience are these like perverted weirdos. And so the majority of anime being created are designed for these perverted weirdos. I mean, let's be honest. About like 7/8 of the anime out there are hot garbage. And it feels degrading saying, yeah, I'll watch anime. Not any of the weird ones though. I watch the good anime. I shouldn't have to say that. And it's because people do know that anime is catered to perverted, socially outcasted weirdos. And I got proof of this too, and I know the iFunny comment section isn't the best evidence, but this guy posted a meme on iFunny, and I saw this meme on Twitter too, and I was cooking people on Twitter for that too, but this guy posted this meme on iFunny and then leaves a comment saying, "The consequences of normies getting involved with anime has been catastrophic. Normally I'm up for gatekeeping, but I'm sorry that not enjoying naked children on my computer screen makes me a normie." Like, if that makes me a normie, I guess I'm glad to be normal. But the term normie is also used by people that tend to be outcasts, like self-proclaimed outcasts. And the thing with fan service is that it does seem a bit excessive at times. And then it bleeds into like the actual good animes because they're like, oh, if we just add boobs every now and then, it'll keep the people entertained. And, you know, I'm a straight man. I like boobs. I don't like cheap boobs. I don't like boobs thrown into my face every second. I mean, at this point, if you want to make that argument, why don't you just go to the GTA strip club, dude? I'm sorry, it's just that I've heard so many people be like, oh, you don't like fan service? What, you don't like boobs? What, are you gay? And it's like, no, I just like real women, real boobs, and having sex in real life. Which makes me think of another point. A lot of these people refer to women as 3D women. That's how out of touch of reality these people are. They see an animated character and a woman, and they think the only difference between the two is a series of dimensions. And if you want to call women 3D women, that implies that there's an even more sinister option. 4D women. You know how TikTok started the whole like Family Guy double clip with like Subway Surfers and all that? That's how I feel like the writers and like creators of these mangas and animes use anime booba. It's almost like, here's your like 5 seconds of anime booba. Please keep watching. Please don't get bored. Okay, see you in the next 2 minutes. These people watching anime are so brain rotted that they need to watch tits on their screen every like 2 minutes or they'll get bored. Let's talk about the problem of the sexualization of young teens in anime. And I want to specifically say the young teens because we can all unanimously agree that the people that are into lollies are weirdos, right? The characters that do look like 7-year-old girls. I don't care how many thousand of years the plot says she still looks like 7, and you're still attracted to the fact that she looks like she's 7. And one thing I realized about anime is that, yeah, they usually do portray teenage girls in a sexual manner, but I realized it's not because they're pedophiles or they want to, like, appeal to pedophiles, but because the target audience is literally supposed to be the age of those girls, if not younger. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't make it right. I don't think you should be pushing softcore pornography onto children, but I mean, like, it's better than like catering to pedophiles, which ends up being what it is. I mean, like, if you're into watching sexualized like 15-year-olds, you are a pedophile. I mean, creepy young adult dudes like are into this stuff, and it's like weird to me, bro. Like, if you're not 15, 16 or around that age and you're watching this stuff, bro, like, what are you doing with your life? People are always like, oh, they're just fictional children. They're not real children. What does that even mean, dude? Like, are you saying that if the power grid goes out nationally and you can't watch anime for like the next 2 days, you're gonna go outside and like sexualize real children? The thing is that the way they argue it makes them seem like pedophiles as well. Like, instead of just saying, oh, well, I just find the lolly or the girl cute. I don't like sexualizing her. I just think she's cute, which I've heard some people say that. And, you know, I guess it's still kind of weird, but a little bit more valid. But these people are like, no, I do sexualize her, but it's okay because she's fictional. Like, what? And I gotta say, the weirdo that's obsessed with anime girls and is a social outcast is very true and real. And I don't care how many black teens that are socially outgoing that you know that also watch the same animes. It doesn't matter, bro. You're still a fucking loser. Like, I see it all the time, dude. Like, there's some, like, loser that's like, I know this black guy that's actually very socially outgoing that also watches the same animes as me, and he's very cool, and that makes me not a loser by association. It's like, no, that's not how it works, buddy. He's doing it to be quirky, you're doing it because you depend on it. Okay, I don't know what that was all about, but to summarize my points, I think fan service in anime has gotten a little bit too excessive. I think it gets a little bit cringe, and there's a lot of people that are using it as a means to gatekeep because they think this is kind of what anime is about. And I guess I wish there was a finer line in between what I would consider real anime and fan service anime, because sometimes it feels like the fan service bleeds into the real anime. And when I'm expecting a good animated story, well written, it doesn't even have to have fight scenes. It could just be like a romance anime that's really well written and animated. But then what I end up getting is softcore hentai. And also, I don't want to be blended in with the weirdos that watch the weird animes.
A plushies on there and everything. I just know this is some fatherless activity on God, bro.